YouTube, we are back, and I just want to say thank you so much. Everybody, thank you so much for the subscriptions. Thank you so much for the comments. It's been an absolute blast to upload these videos and have so many subscribers come in so quickly. And honestly, man, I've never made a dime from YouTube. Getting just a few comments, no matter what, even on my other channel, getting 5-10 comments a video, getting a few hundred views, that's enough for me. It has made me love making YouTube videos again, and I'm so glad that I found a way to make videos that's digestible, that's easy for my schedule, it's fun for me to do, that's informative, that's helpful, and is just, I'm enthusiastic about doing it. I'm sure you can hear the enthusiasm in my voice, and I'm gonna keep it up. We're gonna keep going every single day, and I appreciate you all. And in the last video, I asked, should I move and migrate my videos to my new channel? And after reading some of the comments and talking to some friends about it, I've decided that the best option is to move to the new channel. But I want to do it properly. I'm uploading a video every single day. So this is going on that original channel. The video won't be deleted, okay? And I just want to say shout out to you, Bernard, for this comment. I like organizing stuff. So keeping things separate seems right to me, but honestly, I'd watch it anywhere. I appreciate that take. That's exactly the reason, one of the primary reasons I wanted to keep it on this channel. But what I decided was that on my other channel, I don't know how many videos we're going to add to this like portfolio. And I would like to have something consistent that goes up there that I really back. And I do back this series. I love it. I love doing this. I want to keep it going. And so, yeah, I want to achieve this goal, this 100K subscriber mark with this kind of format if possible. So I'm going to migrate over there. This one's going to go up here as a notice for you guys. I'm going to put a channel comment to link to the other one to subscribe over there. If you stay subscribed to this channel, I might continue to do more experimental videos on this channel. That's kind of the person I am. Like, I've always had trouble sticking to one idea and then just doing it consistently. So that's this experiment for me, and it's working out wonderfully. But I think I'll always be the type to get bored of my own stuff and keep continuing to do different things. That's why the kinds of videos that I've done, it's hard to pin it to one style. You get the Swags crosshair placement, but then Stewieology, which is like a totally different video, and then the Ashen review and game reviews and stuff like that. I like to bounce around and try new things. And so in that same vein of thinking, I'm going to try new things on this channel. I'm going to leave them here. These videos will stay up here. So if you want to stay subscribed, feel free to stay subscribed. Again, it'll cost you nothing, and I might upload a video or two here on the side to try something new. And to stay in line with that, the first thing we're going to do is try something new today. So we had the comment, I believe this was from Ale, but on another video, about doing a video on arT or an overly aggressive or overly defensive player with X-ray off. This is something that we have been missing when we look at broadcasts where everybody, would love to rewatch a moment with X-ray off. See how difficult a peak was. See how nuts somebody was when they were shooting, and get the feeling of being in the server as the person that's either shooting or getting peaked, right? And now I want to try that. Let's see how that goes. I've never done this before. I'm going to do a demo, a whole half here of arT versus Gen.G on train with the infamous round you guys might have seen the other day where he goes from inner, flanks ladder, down to outer, all with an AWP in hand, and then like kills 3 people in TCON, like some absolutely peak arT shit. So I'm going to go ahead, watch this demo, and we're going to do it X-ray off and see how it goes. And this will be the first experimental thing we do. If it's a banger, then we'll just keep it going on the other channel, okay? So let's go ahead and check it out. Another thing is that I'm going to start adding into the videos. I'm going to start using ProSettings.net for the, not sponsored, could be if you'd like to, if you have money. I don't even know if you guys make money. If you guys have money, want to throw me a couple bucks, I'm going to start using ProSettings just to grab the resolution. I know some players change resolutions a lot, but whatever's on here, and watch the demo in their FOV. I'm 1920 by 1080 gang. Okay, I'm never leaving. Me, Vinny, Robs, we're not leaving 1080 gang. Your friend, nobody, we're all going to be using 1080 for the rest of the time. But for the sake of just kind of getting the proper feel for these POV demos, if we do more X-ray offs, I want to know exactly what arT sees, okay, in his stretched vision. Okay, so we're going to just jump right into it. I think that's it for the intro. And once again, thank you everybody for watching the videos and commenting and stuff. It literally has made my last week so awesome, I feel like. All right, so jumping now into it. This ugly ass stretched resolution. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at this demo. I might be doing some adjustments on the fly here, but a couple things I want to do is turn the volume up a bit. I normally play on 0.4 or 0.45, and oh my god, that is really bad. I'm looking at what you guys are seeing on the screen right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and fit that to screen 1 second. I'm on game capture. We are doing. I'm not re-recording this. I'm not gonna re-record this. We are going to right away. We're gonna go transform, fit to screen. That's it. Done. Okay, that did not. All right, this is gonna be great. Okay, perfect. We've done it. We've done it. Gone off without a hitch. Leave it in there. Don't even edit it out. Okay. So let's look at this from art's POV with X-ray off. And we got its crosshair. Let's turn the volume up to what I would listen to it at and see how that goes. Might be a bit loud. And we always have the mini map, but even just X-ray off might add a lot. Tries to work really hard for that. Actually gets the second kill on the peak, and then ends up going down. We see you like right out the gate. Art, when you're at the bottom of ladder and you want to figure out when you can go to the top of ladder, you use your audibles, but you also have to read. Like, you can't simply go up the ladder because you hear footsteps leaving, because you can't count for 4 or 5 pairs of feet. You can only count 1, 2, maybe 3, and then from there it's really hard to say for sure, and you have to make a read. Like, is there somebody at the top of ladder? The other thing is that since his push got caught, it probably gave him more confidence to try again, because you think Gen.G are going to expect respect once they shoot him a little bit. This actually really helps. You can see his crosshair. Now you can see his crosshair with his resolution, which I think is also great. This actually feels like we're like watching his stream. It's kind of cool. We are tabula rasa so far. Like, no way Art knows anything about this round. Gen.G have been walking completely around, and Art seems to be playing very reactively, just floating, because that Z rotate is so fast. And he does have a smoke. Ivy smoke comes out, and he's looking to smoke off T-Con, but he wants to delay it. I mean, he's reading into this perfectly, because Gen.G are trying to delay for their Ivy guys to go up first. And then they're going to hear the smoke pop and T-Con. Interesting, too, because it really tries to push people over into Olaf, but gives Art a nice angle into Ivy. I like the idea. I mean, there's a chance that he can die, but he finds a way to forge out this off angle. Let me turn off any kind of music here, because that just won't really add anything I want to say. 10-second volume music. I guess that's actually useful. I'm going to put that on when I play my pugs. The pugs I will probably lose today, but I like this play already. So basically, if he had thrown that smoke any earlier, it wouldn't have had much value to the execute, because Gen.G were delaying the push out of T-Con. But that round became a whole lot scarier when Art threw that smoke a bit later and played on the side like that. Still comes down to if you can hit your shots or not, but we can see the value. They're already outside. He doesn't know it just yet, but he's basically being hunted. Here he is, thinking that it's going to be inside. And so, yeah. One thing we're going to definitely see a lot of is just the fact that the timings are hard to learn from because we don't know exactly what he's thinking. We don't know when it's a read and when it's a risk. And we don't know what communication influences the pushes. But we know that Brazilian teams in general are on the more aggressive side when it comes to how they practice and how they play in matches and online. They're very consistent about it. It's something that has influenced North American playstyle a lot across all teams. Because who wouldn't want to play like this? It's more fun. But what I've heard from some people in my stream is that arT is just that Brazilian pugger on crack. Like that Brazilian pugger we all know, but just turned up a notch, you know, putting up 90 ADR versus pro teams, doing it with a team behind him that can win tournaments. He's just the epitome. He just epitomizes the play style and ethos of the game style of Brazil. At least that's how it was described to me. New gun, new round. How does he respond to this pressure? So we can see he was definitely worried about T-Con the whole time. And plays outside, I think, to wait to see if there's going to be a flash. I'm really sorry if this video is going to be too loud. Holy shit. Okay. Well, that's something that a Mag 7 can do that not many other guns can do. Get a nice meaty shot off from the ladder. Probably with consistency. Man, it is very uncomfortable to watch arT play this game. In between... You know, with T-Con wide open, like, he is literally opening himself up to having to fight that if he needs to. We don't know that there's somebody in T-Con. Okay, this is actually quite loud. Let me turn this down a bit. How do I play on that volume? No way. Alright, we got spotted and he's down. They'll want to go back and clear him. They don't know if he'll try to re-aggress. But now he can rotate inner, but his, you know, value as a rotator back inner is not that high. He did a good job of scaring them, right? He found that opening in ladder. And we can see this is another time where he's just tried it. He's gone up, he's seen if someone was there. He's found a way to escape. And then he's come back at another timing when he feels like they're going to execute. So he does have a good read for when they're going to execute, which is a big thing. This is really big. I'll probably... Why is this so big? Okay. That's what she said. All right. Moving forward. A scout. There's been five rounds, 5 different guns. We're going to pay attention to this first half. We're also going to pay attention to what Gen.G are doing round to round. So with this, we can kind of see what the read is going to be. Another cool thing that arT is IGLing as well. We can kind of see... based on literally the rounds in front of us that we're watching in this demo, why arT is making the decisions that he's doing. That's another cool part about just watching the entire thing from one perspective. And that gives us more context as to, like, when it looks like it's a blind gamble, what it might have been based on. Did Gen.G go outside 4 rounds in a row, so therefore, you know, this rotate made sense or was obvious? And how this might culminate into that one round that you probably saw in a clip recently. So, delayed pressure to T-Con, and it looks like Gen.G cut full noise and have walked inner. They're taking some damage on the way. And it's interesting, Furious seems so concerned about this outside exec that's not actually coming. 118, we haven't seen Gen.G actually try anything on that timing, really, outside. It's been much more delayed than that. The explode upstairs, and arT might know they're coming upstairs, but he's letting his teammate take first contact. And now he's icing out this angle, but he gets caught off by a player who's already crossed the bomb site, looking for that next kill, and his teammates, they end up trading out just fine. So, second round here for Furia. And we can see the delay is really important for arT and Z. If you have the Z rotator, and you need to hold down one choke point, so your teammate, you trust him. Even if he sucks, you have to trust him, because you guys have to trust each other, otherwise you get the worst of both worlds. You both watch the same choke point, ends up being the wrong one, you're both screwed. If one person watches one choke point, one person watches another, people don't come down the lower ramp, first guy takes contact upper, then you take an off timing, and then you look upper, and those guys are trying to clear your friend on the bomb site. And then you can get 2 kills for free. I did make a lot of shapes with my hands, but you understand what I'm saying. Pressure outside. arT is... Because arT is he's a faker himself, he wants to know if Gen.G are faking. But they are not. Information is being gathered. No one laid out ladder. arT hears something, but doesn't want to shoot, go on cycle, and get peeked. They're kind of locked in. I imagine he turns around again at some point just to clear his flank. Oh no, he has a teammate ult bomb. And yeah, now he'll look here. Okay. And there is the guy coming to try to collect the bounty on arT. Kusta gets killed. Very simple stuff. He actually covers... It seems like he actually covers a lot of options. I think coming into this match review, I expected to see... And my idea of arT was that he made a lot of blind gambles on, and I think we heard from some comms back at Blast that, you know, he made some really good reads about what site the T's were going to take, but it seems like from what we see, he just moves around a lot where it's free. You know, the Z rotate is very free, so why not go check? Why not spend a little bit of time inner when I can get back to outside quite quickly? And we've seen he's kind of spent almost 50% of the time in both sites so far. Not always being instantly correct about what site it is, but in a position to make it back easily. This time a bit more dedicated to stopping that inner exec. No one's coming here to fight him, and he's actually become quite patient. This is also, I guess, a anti-eco setup, knowing that Gen.G are low on money at this point. But look, Gen.G have found a cool timing to actually come through upper rafters inside, and it's all going to come down to Yuri, who is the most consistent player on Furia by stats. Green in every single stats category. And that round will be a wrap, so arT was almost patient enough. He had the right read there. Flashes outside. arT very, very aggro. Getting his whole nade set out, I think, before the action starts, knowing he could just die with it. Quite like that. And it's a bit of a cluster from the ops. Two almost in the same position. arT messing up some of his movement and taking about 60 damage. But they've got full control. I mean, no one swung on E-Box. He cleared that out. I don't know if that was all called. And the swing dies. I mean, they're just not putting him... They put him in a position to get information, but once it was clear to arT, because he pushed up with his op out on the other side of E-Box, and he got all his nade sets off, that no one was swinging left on the... No one was swinging E-Box with the rifles. He had two teammates on the other side of the site to hold it down, so he didn't really have to do much. But but it was the information that was key. Again, here just kind of trusting his teammates to make sure they get the kills while he looks for everything else. The Warden in the Watchtower. And that's the ladder. That's the ladder kill he was looking for the whole round. The pressure has been leaning to that side of the outside site. arT's like, you're pushing? It was my idea. You're pushing? This is what I do. Back to anchoring, my friend. I've got the op. Okay, I should be pushing. I think one thing that Gen.G are not doing that arT is reading into is they're not really forewarning. On the execs every single time, they're never having someone hold back on ladder flank. They're not taking outside with one person inner. They're not hard lurking with any players. Which, I don't know. I feel like you'd think it's going to be a free kill if you do that. That's actually a 1v1. This could be cool. This could be cool. You know, I could kick this up a notch and put this over this. And yeah, this might raise the stakes a little bit. Take some guesses as to what's going to happen. So we don't know. So here it is. arT's playing the 50-50, patrolling between two angles. And he gets rewarded. It's a matter of timing. Let's try to watch around here with the demo viewer over the map. And then maybe in the future I'll just put the good way to do this. I wish I could make this bigger. In the future maybe I'll just put my cam over the mini map. And put the demo viewer there for myself so I can't see. I also know this could be stressful to want to know really badly where people are when you're watching the video, so let me know if that does help, or if you would rather be able to see the mini-map overall. But now I feel like I can't lean as much on the information on the mini-map, which is kind of cool. I'm screen peeking. I'm looking over there. Okay. This is what arT tries to do on his anti-ecos versus Gen.G. And I say versus Gen.G because we don't know how much a player is playing versus opponent versus how much they're playing versus anybody. Do they know this is what Gen.G like to do on their anti-ecos? Or is he just doing that because that's his favorite place to stand? A catch-all position for the anti-ecos. Now he's got to pick his fight, but yeah, he can't. Even pressure applied both ways. I'm going to keep this on here. Let's see what it looks like on the full rifle as we get into the final rounds after this. arT going for the upstairs peek. I don't know if there's a flash here. Nope, he's doing it dry. So this... I'm not sure if that... No, okay, that's a T-flash. So he wasn't spotted, and his teammate didn't flash up the ramp, which means he can push now if he wants to. You know, they're still going to be aware of the threat, the potential for it. But clearly he asked, I think, Yuri not to flash so that he had the opportunity to peek. Maybe just a bit more incognito. So now he's going to clear stuff out inner. This is an interesting re-aggression, and this is another exploit versus Gen.G he's been able to use over and over again. Once they put that initial pressure on him, when he's come up the ladder a couple times, you know, then they leave. And if they're not here, arT's telling his team, it's outside. I think at this point, yeah, he unscopes. He literally does not believe for a second that it's going to be late inner. 45 seconds left. This is free. He runs out of ladder into the front of Econ to go for the kills, and they're thinking that he rotated through Z. They're wondering how he can stand here when they could be threatening ladder the whole time. And he'll push through in round 14 to get 3 kills inside of their own fucking T connector with an AWP after walk pushing inner with an off. Because Gen.G thought that they did enough to push him back. That's unreal. That was definitely the piece de resistance of this half so far. Another opening kill. And here's where that E-box smoke comes down. He throws his nade set over into T-Con. Drops for the oil pick. Nice movement there. A very nice angle to fall onto oil. When you push over to the right side, you can even see their heads if they're all the way back in the corner. Brown halls. But just nice slide off, not having to jump up and potentially get shot while you're jumping. And here holding for anybody who might be camping on top of the bomb train, the molly to support, and it is just a 4v1 and a 10-5 half from Furia. I think that was pretty cool. I think that was actually pretty cool. I think I want to do that again. And I want to know, should I do it with... I'm going to continue to do one half. I think that's a good thing, where the video is not too long. And it's more focused on, like, how good someone played in one half, where they might not have played well on both halves. I might do more X-ray off, because it's creating value to demo viewing that you wouldn't get anywhere else, really. So that makes the videos the place where you can go for something that you want to see that you can't really go for, can't really go other places for. And I can add my own commentary and perspective on it based on the matches, the millions of matches that I've watched over the years, and gush over my favorite players. Look at this freaking graph from arT, dude. We look at Fallens. He had almost a 20-point spike this year and dropped off. arT has over. This is over a 20-point spike. Look at this. Oh my god. There's almost. Oh my god. That is so nuts. Yeah, he is like coming back hard. I mean, they were still winning when he was down here. And then they won Masters, Blast, and then it just... This is a crazy, crazy performance spike from arT, and it's not stopping. All right, so we need a list of people. I'm going to keep adding to the list of demos and stuff that we're just going to... That can tide us over between tournaments. And I'm just going to keep doing them every day. At some point, we're probably going to do up-and-coming players. We're going to do whatever, recent matches, game of the day type thing. Might even do my own game so I can, you know, kind of, you can just kind of like understand how the layman thinks in their whatever pugs, low-level pugs. We can see how that goes. But yeah, I like this. That was cool. That was cool. If you like that, let me know. Leave a like or whatever, and go ahead, sub to the other channel. The next video will be up there. And once again, thank you so much, guys. It's been a blast so far doing this, adding this to my routine every day. I'm really happy about this, and I want to keep it going. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and appreciate all the great ideas. You guys are actually like making these videos better through the comments. So take care, everyone. Eat your oatmeal.